Hi guys, my name's Rusty. My YouTube channel is Rusty78609, no spaces. And what I do is I talk about camping, RVing. Presently, I've been camping in a Prius, but I have full-time RV'd for 22 years. And I've had used RVs and new RVs and everything in between, I guess. I've had I've never had a motorhome. I've had fifth wheels, one fifth wheel, and three bumper pull travel trailers. Currently, I'm living in a bumper pull travel trailer. It's a 26. It says it's a 26 bunkhouse model, but it's actually 29 feet long. Prior to that, I was in a 19-foot travel trailer. I bought it used, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to give you some tips that might save you some money or at least help you make a better deal if you're looking at a used RV. One of the first things, of course, just take when you walk around it, first of all, that's obvious. And at some point, if you can, you need to look at the roof. Most of them don't last very long. And so, that's part of the bargaining process. But the things I would be more concerned with, get inside the RV and walk around in it, particularly in the bathroom. And if the floor feels a little soft, then I mean it's probably because that area got wet at one time. Either uh, they had a leak in a water line. Probably not that. It was probably leaking down the wall from the roof somewhere. And if it was, you'll see a stain at the roof line on the interior. And so just as you're walking around, and aside from noticing the fixtures and how good the upholstery is on the furniture and the window coverings, which are always okay, look at the other things because if you just look along the roof line all the way around the RV on the interior, if there's stains there, they've had water leaks. Now, how severe those are depends. You can go to the floor below where those leaks appear. Kind of press your foot down there and see if that's a soft, spongy spot. If it is, it's probably going to have to be repaired, and that can be, it can be expensive. If you do it yourself, it's a pain. It's a real pain. Uh, Another thing to look at is the shower stall. Uh, Look at the quality of the plastic or the fiberglass tub, and actually stand in it because uh, those things after a few years that they crack, and replacing one of those can be. I've done it. It's not easy. They're not cheap. I don't know, 300 or 400 bucks, I guess, for the whole thing. Another thing to be aware of is if the unit is 4 to 7 years old, or in that range, that you're looking at probably sometime in the very near future having to replace the roof air and the refrigerator. Uh, they'll tell you they last a lot longer than that, and they may, but in my case, I've had three, and none of them lasted more than 7 or 8 years. The water heater, electric and gas, whether it's electric or and gas, or just electric, or excuse me, or gas, they're only going to last about 4 years. So if you're buying a unit that's 4 years old and the water heater has not been replaced, rest assured within the next year or two, you're going to have to replace it. Tires, that's obvious. You check those out. Another thing a lot of people overlook, and it's hard to find out sometimes if it's been done. Uh, you can't tell by looking, but the wheel bearing, if this unit's been towed a lot, then the wheel bearings need to be replaced, and that's the inner and outer, and that can be a little expensive, but that's another thing to think about. Also, if it has an electric motor, to raise and lower the hitch at the front, that's a big plus. I mean, a lot of people think that's not a big thing. It is, I promise you. That cranking it up and down gets to be a real pain. As to what kind of leveling jacks it has, it doesn't really matter. If it has the ones that are affixed to the RV, that's okay. If it doesn't matter. The jacks that's no big deal. If it has an outside shower, that's nice. If it has most of the newer models have the hose hookup so you can flush your tanks by hooking a hose up to the outside of the unit, which is very nice. If you run across a used unit that has that, you're lucky. because otherwise, to flush your tanks, you have to run a hose in through a window into your toilet, and that's not much fun. As to extended warranties, they're always going to try to hit you with that, particularly if you're buying it from a company or a dealer. Uh, I got one. I had a 1995 19-foot bumper pull, and I took the extended warranty. It cost me like, I don't know, $700, but it paid for itself. It did. I promise you it did, because within 3 years of my purchasing that unit, the refrigerator had to be replaced, the roof AC had to be replaced. What else? Also, something went wrong with the oven, and a guy had to come out and replace that, and they covered all of it. So I got my money's worth out of that extended warranty. But again, this is the purpose of this video is just to kind of give you an overview what to watch for. Used units can be really good or really bad. If you drive up and it's a nice home, that's good. If it's been kept under cover, that's excellent. Okay, that's two big pluses. As to the interior, depends on what they did in it. The cabinets, first of all, they are what they are. They're travel trailers or mobile units. And if they've been towed a lot, they're going to leak. I promise you. If they have a front window, those leak all the time. I guarantee it. So a lot of people want that front window because it looks cute. I actually demanded it for the first two units I had, and now I don't. I look for ones that don't have the front window because you can never stop it from leaking. Other than that, that's about all I've got to say. Again, my YouTube channel is Rusty78609, and I do the videos for RVing somewhat, not all of it. I don't make anything out of this. And then I have a Toyota Prius, and I go camping in it now because it's really easy, and for one person, it's really a lot of fun. And so I've got some videos posted about how to camp in a Prius. But if you just go down the list, I'll be posting more on RV tips that I think of. And one of the ones I'm going to do next is some of the things to look for when purchasing a new travel trailer. I'm not going to talk about motorhomes. That's a whole another ball game. But there are some things you should look for, even in a new home, and expect. But be that as it may, this video has been long enough for today. A big thumbs up to you guys right here. There's a big thumb. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I don't know why everybody asks for thumbs up. I guess it means something. YouTube never pays you. I mean, you got to have 1 million views and 1,000 subscribers or whatever. I think in 4 years I've made 44 cents. So you know that I'm getting rich here. So as far as brands, of course, Airstream is, the quality unit, but it's also 4 times what you'd pay for any other unit. As to, mine right now is a, God, I never can remember the name of it. It's a Jayco J-Flight. And it's okay. I've had it for 3 years. Good unit. No problems yet. Nothing to say bad about it. But anyway, if you're looking for used ones, if you watch this video, you have a question about used or RV living or anything related to full-time RVing, even places to camp. I've been all over. Post a comment. I'll damn sure answer it. But anyway, enjoy your day. Adios. Rusty78609 signing out. Bye.